Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Black Desert. Rocket Ship here. Today is just a first impression about the Warrior Suck, or the Succession skills, the secondary skill tree beyond the main one after Awakening, the Succession tree that was just put into Black Desert Online. I don't really play Warriors too much, but I was doing this on stream the other day, and so far, like, I was actually quite excited or really shocked by how crazy that it seems, that Succession seems for Warrior. I got myself to 60, and then in terms of the skills, I'll just quickly go over them. This isn't really a guide or anything, it's just what I thought to find to be most useful. I don't really know the class too well, but the movement so far seems really extreme. The class moves really fast for what it is in Succession. I don't know if that's possible in Awakening to move this fast. It just seems blatantly really fast. Like, I feel like it's the highest mobility class currently as of the release of the Succession. There might be further classes down the road that might be this, but I don't really know. It just seems wildly fast in terms of speed of movement. In terms of power, the power of the skills do seem very strong, but I don't really know how that applies in PvP. But in terms of PvE, I think it would be very powerful just based on what I read on some of the skills, like Scars of Death. I know it says Scars of Dust, but really the skill is Scars of Kill Everything. The numbers here just really, it causes down attack, and it's a 100% crit skill, and like the numbers are just way out through the roof here. This is really just like an execution, honestly, in terms of either PvE or PvP on any knockdown foe. I picked up this skill, Ground Slash, because it's just very quick, causes negative 20 DP, and it's really quick, and the damage is just really high. The main thing about Ground Slash here that I want to mention is that at 1 and 2, it's not really that impressive, but at 3, it gains this energy wave that you can shoot out that's very potent and powerful. So it's like an extra double damage on top of the previous 2 hits. So you got 2 hits and then like 2 energy waves that also come out, and it's like a quadruple hit, really. And it lowers DP, and it's a 3-second cooldown. Causes stiffness on the energy wave hit, so really it's like, this is like an initiator skill in my opinion, because it's a frontal cone right in front of you just blasting off, and that goes all the way up to like beyond the guards here, like about this distance. So like this auto path line here, that's about as how far it goes almost. And that's pretty ridiculous when this thing goes off cooldown every 3 seconds. It's like, you can catch people with this in my opinion. Or just use this on mobs. It's also got down attack on anything that's downed. Ground Smash, this is just to flatten an entire area. Hits really strong, super armor. The AoE is extremely wide. It's nearly screen wide. It's practically like this entire circle here around your character. Positioning yourself with forward slash is really quick. One of the things about forward slash is you do need ultimate forward slash in order to boost yourself forward crazily fast. Without ultimate forward slash, you will not be able to move this distance while doing forward slash. So that is very important. Chopping kick, I don't really know if this is entirely necessary. It is part of movement, and you use it to cancel out of things. As long as you see this red flame when you do it. That's not it. That's completely wrong. I don't remember how to... Nope. Yeah, so like when you see the red flash come out, it means you've canceled properly with an ultimate chopping kick. Okay, so that's definitely to get out of certain things faster, so you can move a bit faster. Alright, the movement is very high. If you cancel things like forward slash into a solar flare or a charging thrust into a solar flare. Most of these skills I picked up were mostly for movement. So charging thrust definitely needs to be capped out as high as you can for the double dash, and the quick charging thrust for just straight up movement. The DP passive, I didn't really pick it up, but honestly with this, it pretty much points to the fact that Warrior is going to be pretty tanky here, because you get 1 DP, 2 DP, 3 DP, 4 DP, an extra total of 5 DP here. I don't know if these stack on top of each other, but if it's up to 5 DP, you have 5 extra on top of like the entire chain back here. And if you get to 63, you get even 2 more. So it's really tanky on just passively forever, and I think the shield strength is also doubled or something in Succession compared to the Greatsword Awakening. Heavy Slash, I didn't really even pick this up, but this really seems more like a PvE move. It's got a lot of lifesteal on it. Somewhat fairly expensive to get it all the way to here for what it's used for. I wouldn't really look like, just looking on the tooltip and the description there, I wouldn't really use this for PvP. It's got no protection and it's actually kind of dangerous. But if you use this on like groups of mobs like in Secrea or like high-end areas or mobs with lots of HP, you definitely get a lot of health back. Pulverize was changed from a super forward guard to a super armor in Succession. In Awakening it was a forward guard, I believe. Yeah, it's forward guard. This is like a 360, definitely used to trade hits or just get your health back by swinging it at the air. Solar Flare initiation, like honestly, if you Solar Flare or like just charging thrust into Solar Flare somebody and then you just grab them, that's extremely quick. The Prime Takedown is like a gigantic dunk that's a grapple success rate plus 10%. On top of the warrior already having a passive 30%, so really, is this like 40%? I'm not really sure. That seems very scary for warriors in a 1v1. I don't think this skill tree would do too well in like sort of a small scale PvP. In 1v1, I think it'd be colossal aids. In huge scale PvP like siege wars and stuff, I think it'd also be really good because you just run into a group and you just ground smash, and then like you can get out pretty quickly. Spinning Slash, fairly slow. Probably want to cancel this off of skills like Scars of Dusk. Like you can go Scars of Kill everything into a direct Spinning Slash, and it speeds it up by about like half a second. If you do it by itself, it's really slow compared to just like using other skills to get into it. It's actually like quite a bit faster. Might not be noticeable, but if you use it enough, you'll start feeling like there's quite a bit of a difference there. Prime Counter. This thing is really strong. As much as it doesn't seem like it, I believe this is strong because it's got forward guard. You can charge it up. The spin chop is like a knockdown, so the horizontal chop there is this is a knockdown. It's 3-second cooldown. Okay, and the other thing about it is it's 100% accuracy. So that's kind of bonkers with 100% crit rate. And honestly, I don't know, a 3-second cooldown. I mean, you could just super armor ground smash somebody and then they'll be on the floor. Or either that, you somehow caught them with a counter with a forward guard and then chop them into the floor into a ground smash that has a down smash on it too. Into an earth tremor that also has a down smash. So like, there's a lot of down smash, including even the pulverize. You can just pulverize straight into like another like earth tremor here. Into a ground smash again if you want. So... And then like, you know, ground slash is really quick again. It's just stiffness, 2 shots like that. Those 2 shockwaves out causes stiffness. I think that's really good to catch. You can also be a skater now as a warrior. You don't even need to use your legs anymore. Honestly, it's an upper body class. You just skate around all over the place and swing your sword to move. There's no need for leg days anymore. You're just an upper body man. Alright, so that's kind of like my first impression of Warrior. Of the Warrior Succession in terms of the skills. There's a lot of points that I don't have the points for, but most of the points I put into, it's about 800 to 900 skill points for what I use. Was like, you know, the shield charge just to cancel out of things because this doesn't consume stamina when you use it. It's just sort of a quick boost that also gives you a shield. Charging thrust, obviously very useful. You use this all the time to move everywhere. And also to disengage, engage, PvP, PvE, jump from group to group. Extremely useful. Ground Roar, just to vacuum mobs in if you want to power that up. I obviously don't have the points for it. Prime Takedown, this is mostly for PvP. Spinning Slash, definitely probably want this because Scars of Dusk into a Spinning Slash hits really hard, especially on knockdown mobs. So places at like Star's End, I would just honestly probably slide around to the back of a mob and then just ground slash into like this right away, and then just into a Spinning Slash. And hopefully you have enough AP to just chunk mobs like that. And then the next group you would just go over, slide on over, and then just blast into the ground smash. And then that's it. And you just continue forward from there. And then, you know, you can... There's like different ways to cancel like out of the spear. Obviously you want to throw the spear before you cancel it. But a chopping kick works as well. There was the... People were trying to help me with movement cancels. It was like forward charge into a solar flare kick into like the forward shield charge before you go forward slashing while waiting on cooldowns. And then I don't really know how to get out of guard faster. I just need like better practice because sometimes you just have to let go of the forward button and then you can cancel into the forward slash. Yeah, so something like that. It's honestly really fast. Like when you have your E buff and like a Z buff up, you go way fast. And like make sure you have attack speed and move speed up maxed. Once you have those maxed, you're flying around everywhere. I don't think I have anything to demonstrate that. Oh, actually, yeah, I do. Oh no, empty slot. Fuck. All right, so it's just you know, one of these is elixir of swiftness. Okay, and then we've got that, and then we'll just waste a meal just for the sake of this. Okay, and then I have this. So like, you know, when you have like max speed and move speed here, you just go like way faster. And then you use Z buff, and it's even faster than this now. Okay, and then if you got the E buff going, like you go even faster than that. And you start like moving so fast, it's almost like a desync, honestly. If you had to like engage on somebody, you just kind of like storm up to them and then boom, and then just grab. That's it. I honestly don't know how to deal with this. I feel like playing the class, I was thinking of like, how do I deal with a warrior now in succession? If it was a 1v1 fight, I'm like, God, this is fucking AIDS. Because I feel like in terms of initiation, you got enough ranged attacks that you can abuse with this amount of movement speed before, like, once you catch somebody with like the attacks, then you just, you know, then you engage, right? If you can catch them with like a energy wave, then you might want to Rabam spear into them, and then you'll like scorpion touch them. Or either that, if you just hit them with a spear, you just get up close enough and just solar flare into them, right? So you just like get up close enough and then boom. Because the solar flare causes the stiffness as well. Hits pretty hard, causes a bunch of like dots on them as well. And then you know, you can either grab them and straight into a down smash for that double smash there, and then like maybe even a pulverize for another down smash and hope it procs, because you got 3 down smash attacks there. And then I think heavy strike itself or one of these attacks had down smash on their skill add-ons for 10% chance, and I was like, what the hell? So, you know, after that, like they'll probably, if you actually bounce them with the down smash outwards, you can probably like tag them with the energy wave from the ground slash, and then you probably just Scars of Dusk with the forward key press, so you lunge forward as well, because they might be out of range by then. But down smash is a little bit RNG and don't really want to rely on that too often. But I mean, if it happens in the heat of a battle and you notice it, you could probably really mess somebody up. Alright, so like, you know, once you have 5 move speed and 5 attack speed, this class is quite ridiculous in succession, because that move speed is just really fast. I really don't know how people are supposed to deal with this, because this is quite wild. And you've got like, you know, side skater. It's like Jet Set Radio grind here. Like this is nuts, dude. Alright, so thanks so much for watching this quick short first impression here. I don't want to make this any longer. That's pretty much what I had to say. I don't think the shield strike is very useful, but I don't know, it seems really slow. Prime takedown is a must if you're doing PvP. This counter is really powerful, but I don't know how to use it. And if you want that energy hit, you do have to take this 42 extra skill points of this Force Slash in order to get the energy launch out. So you can really be a Musa with a projection if you just want to do their 100%. Okay, so this is like Musa 100%. Projection is just completely replaced the class, unfortunately. I'm so sorry, Musas, but that's the meme I have to leave you with. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.